Welcome back to Oracle 828 Tarot. Today I'm going over the astrology report for November 2025. Starting today, the 2nd, a T-square is formed between Venus, Chiron, and Jupiter. What is a T-square, you ask? A T-square is when two planets are opposite one another and also at a 90-degree angle to a third planet. That third planet can either be at the bottom of the two planets or at the top of the two planets, forming the T-square, which in my mind, I see it as like a triangle. The third planet that sits either above or below the two planets is also known as the apex planet. This is the main, the main role, the main character of the planets. And the other two planets are like supporting characters in the energies that are being presented. That being said, Jupiter in Cancer is the apex planet, focusing mostly on long simmering conflicts. Venus focuses on needs or unfulfilled needs, and Chiron is focusing on unfulfilled wishes. So the best advice for these next 2 days is to focus on the problems at hand so that it can start to move in a positive flow and direction. The full moon arrives on the 5th, and it is a full moon in Taurus, encouraging you to relax, recharge, and replenish your finances. When we're dealing with Taurus, it's all about finances. So take the time on the 5th when the full moon comes to understand that the overall energy is to relax, save your money, and allow it to replenish itself. Moving on the 1st through the 10th, expect fiery energies, unexpected outbursts, and a thirst for adventure. This will also promote reckless action, so be cautious of that. My best advice, avoid acting on impulse unless you're ready to embark on an adventure with an uncertain outcome. Although there's that, powerful energies will arrive. Also, don't fall head over heels in love. Yes, the passion is there, but that passion is only going to last for about maybe 4 days. And then after that, you'll wake up and snap out of it. So not a good time for long-term commitments or expressions of love and commitment. Also, prepare for the unexpected from from the 8th until April of 2026, because Uranus returns to Taurus, and it will cause a transformative energy to come into play, dealing with earthly and materialistic energies. So expect slow developments, but also understand that once something has completed its process, it's going to be very difficult to reverse the effects of that. Also, very important, Mercury goes into retrograde on the 9th, and it stays in retrograde until the 29th. So remember, watch your words, clear and concise communications. Also remember to double and triple check any documentation or contracts that may have to be signed during that time. And yes, prepare for when December comes to refresh, go over, correct, or have negotiations again about the same topics. Moving on to the week of the 11th through the 21st. Week 47. That is noted as the best week of the year, the 17th through the 23rd. There is a grand trine that benefits personal development and love. So throughout that week, it's supposed to be like the perfect week of the year. On the 13th, communications become clear and concise. Prepare yourself for arguments because people are going to start to stand up for themselves, speak up for themselves. Just be sure to insist that discussions are conducted openly and fairly. Do not let anybody dim your light or trying to drown out your voice. Speak up, and remember that words are as sharp as knives. They can be a weapon during this time, so be aware of that. By the 17th, your point will be made. Communications, everybody will be understanding. They'll be ready to cooperate, and it provides a great time for structure and planning of the long term. Okay? Now, a new moon arrives on the 20th, and it's a new moon in Scorpio. And with our new moon, it says to seek opportunities. I'm reading it off the card right now, but also the energies of the Scorpio is kind of fiery too, even though it's a water element. It can be fiery. It can speak up for itself. The way it's coming off as if the attitude from the week before will be reflected upon during the week of this new moon on the 20th, but that also gives clear ground to understand where each other or the other person is coming from, the person who you've been arguing with or who you have to negotiate with or who you have to cooperate with during that time. Also, remember, around the new moon or the full moon, it's a good time for ritual or retreat, or to give an offering or be thankful for something that you are working through and understanding. Be prepared for course corrections. Think calibration or calibrating to get to where I need to go. On November the 22nd, it looks like all the cloudy skies are cleared up. It's time for you to take personal stock and inventory of yourself and your needs at this time. Make peace with yourself and reconnect with the things that you love. The 29th and the 30th, relationships will come back into play. Those lovey-dovey feelings and conversations will start to come back. Those feelings that you had, those passionate feelings through the first week, they went away after like the first 4 days. Those will start to come back, and that clear and concise communication that was given on around the 13th put things in order. So best advice, now's the time to consider strengthening your bonds. So be honest, be available, and do not be judgmental. Be the listening ear, because that is what makes everything in a relationship stronger. It builds trust and stability and strength in the relationship. Don't be surprised if you fall head over heels. It's very possible. Don't be surprised if old love comes back into your life. That is very possible as well. The end of the month favors the new start on many different levels. Saturn comes out of retrograde on the 28th, making it the perfect time for long-term goals to accomplish those. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like what you've seen, or if you like the content, pretty much. If you want to know more, or if you want to follow, because I'm going to post more videos like this. So yeah, happy to help. Y'all have a wonderful month.